The wait is over. Hello, buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, wherever you may be. It is Paulie here, the Latino Slant. We have a very special show in store for you guys. So special that I had to come here early just to chat and just to rant a little bit about what we have. So, what I wanted to do not only tonight, not only for this show, not only for next week's show, but from here on in, we here want to entertain you guys. I want to alleviate some of the craziness that we deal with when it comes to our legends, our heroes from DC to Marvel, from this company and that company, taking hostage of all of them. What I want to do is have some fun, entertain you guys. So for the first hour, this hour, we're debuting the Latino Slant radio show. And for our first ever installment, it is going to be selected scenes from Return of the Living Dead. More brains. Why Return of the Living Dead? Well, it's my first favorite zombie movie ever. I was 15 when I saw it in the theaters, and it had me hooked right away. So what I was able to do, I was able to gather some of your favorite YouTubers that we all know and love: Loki, Eris of Chaos, Mexican Ironman. Who else do we got? Fat Steven Segal, Kai. We got the new kid on the block, 32 Flavors of Nickweiser, all doing these great roles just for you guys. So it's something fun. It's something different. And that's what we're going to do this first hour. And then we'll introduce the cast and they'll say hello to some of you guys. And then in the second hour, guys, in the second hour, I have the great Jayne Theory stopping on by, and it's going to be a one-on-one, me and her. We're going to count down our top three favorite The Walking Dead episodes of all time. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. Yeah, and she's got a great list. I think my list is decent, and we're gonna have a great time entertaining you guys. Like I said, so sit back. This is our first. Before we start the show, let's say hello to a few people out there real quick. All right, sounds good. We got our wrenches, man. We got Darth Haster. We got Clobbering. Hail, everyone. Hail. Jake D is in the house. Bone. Jennifer. Just another red shirt who is driving, and he is excited to listen. I guess he's driving. Be safe, guys. Don't drive and stream and text and all that stuff. But thank you, Just Another Red Shirt, for tuning in on this live performance of the creepy cult classic Return of the Living Dead. It is selected scenes. It's not the whole thing. It runs about 20 minutes. So I'm trying to drive in. In fact, right now, take the link, share it. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get let's get these likes up. I want as many people to enjoy it live, and then so we can say we were there. We were there when we first started the Latino Slant Radio Hour, and I'm super excited. Really quick, so we said hello to our people as more people are coming in. Why did I do this? I gave you the reason why. I wish this is the way Paulie works in his head sometimes. I want to put on a show. Showtime's tomorrow. Let's do it, guys. Yay! So I put on my favorite shirt and tie. It's all one piece. Thank you very much. Put on my hat. Got the lights. We got some action. So I think without further ado, we are going to start this show. What do you guys say? Do you want to party? It's party time. All right, guys, let's take it away. Everyone keep sharing, keep liking, and keep getting the word out. We have our first live performance of the Latino Slant radio show And I think I've talked enough. I think we're gonna get going here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The Slant.
Slant.
All right, Paulie, let's go.
No, it can't be. She's dead. I know she's dead. I killed her.
Want another buck?
The shop bell jangled when I opened the door. Save that he had the mark.
The metal drumming, can you?
I shouldn't think you would enjoy it.
The idiotic tunes people play nowadays. Give me the old stern classics. They have strength and power. Give me something with life to it. Something that will flood the whole house with sound.
Music Hall, starring Bing Crosby with Jimmy Dawson. It was on a night like this. You left me, didn't leave me a kiss. How?
The Latino Slant proudly presents the Zombie Radio Hour and Halloween Special. Hour 1, The Return of the Living Dead. July 3rd, 1984, 5:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our story finds us in the Unita Medical Supply, where Frank is talking to Freddy. Indeed.
Kid, come here. I've seen weird things come, and I've seen some weird things go, but the weirdest thing I ever saw just had a cap at all.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Let me ask you a question, kid. Did you see that movie, Night of the Living Dead?
Yeah, that's the one where the corpses start eating the people. What about it?
So, listen up. Did you know that movie was based on a true case?
Come on. You're shitting me, right?
Nope. Never been more serious in my whole life.
It's not possible. They showed zombies taking over the world.
Well, look, come here. They changed it all around, all right? What really happened was back in 1969 in Pittsburgh at the VA hospital, there was a chemical spill. And all that stuff, like all that chemical just kind of leaked down into the morgue. And it made all the dead bodies that they had there, like, started jumping around like they were all alive.
What chemical?
2,45 trioxin, it's called. It was a kind of spray on like marijuana or something. And the Darrow Chemical Company was trying to develop it for the Army. They told the guy who made the movie that if he told the true story, they'd just sue his ass off. So he changed all the facts around. But listen, it happened.
So what really happened?
Well, look, they closed it all down, see, like top secret. And the Army shipped all that contaminated dirt and all those dead bodies out. They try to keep it like under wraps, under, like top secret stuff.
Well, so how come you know about it?
Well, look, kid, typical Army fuck up, Transportation Department got the orders crossed. They shipped those bodies here instead of to the Darrow Chemical Company. Hey, you want to see them?
See them?
The corpses.
What are you talking about?
They're down in the basement.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, come on, let's go check them out.
You mean they just left the bodies here?
Well, look, the Army.
And they've been here all this time?
Yeah, like think about it. It's now been about 14 years, as I recall.
No kidding.
Yep. Come here, kid. Look. There they are over in the corner.
There's bodies in there?
Oh, shit. Look at that.
You say that thing was alive?
Well, so they say.
Oh, God. Hey, these things don't leak, do they?
Well, all these canisters leak? Hell no. These canisters were made by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Oh, all right.
We now find a very sick Freddy and Frank rescued by their boss, Bert, who takes them to the cemetery mortuary where Ernie may help them or not.
Ernie, how many fucking windows you got?
Man, you know we don't have windows anymore. The embalming room has steel shutters.
Then let's get back to the embalming room. Put that goddamn gun down, Ernie, before you hurt somebody. Jesus.
How they doing, man?
Freddy, you all right?
It hurts. It hurts so much.
What the hell did you do to Freddy? What's wrong with him, man?
You know, I think it's time you tell us what's going on.
I don't have to tell you anything.
Well, we think you should.
Tell him already, goddammit.
Tell us.
It was a chemical. You get soaked into the soil of that graveyard, and it made those corpses. You know, those corpses came back to life.
What fucking chemical does that?
I don't know what fucking chemical, goddammit. It was ordered by the military. Think.
Well, how the fuck did it get all over the goddamn graveyard?
I don't know. It was stored over at that medical supply warehouse where you were. And these two geniuses opened the goddamn container and let that son of a bitch out. They let him out.
That must be why he's sick.
I breathed it. So did Frank there.
What did it do to you, Freddy?
I'm freezing. My muscles are stiffening up.
Stiffening up? Stiffening up how, Freddy?
First, I got a really fucked headache. Then my stomach started cramping up. Now my arms and legs are cramping.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look, damn it.
Oh, God.
Get his shirt off, damn it.
What are you doing, Ernie?
You'll see. The bruises where he's lying down. That's blood pooling up, damn it.
Easy.
You know, it looks like rigor mortis is setting in.
Rigor mortis? What do you mean, rigor mortis?
Hey, God, you're dead, and you're turning one of those things out there?
No!
Let him go! Let go!
Shut up! Just shut! You hear that?
What is it?
It's the paramedics, damn it!
Facing impending doom, Bert, Ernie, and a merry gang of punk rockers are cut off from the outside world. But they encounter the living dead.
Oh yeah, we got one of those brain-eating motherfuckers.
What do we do with this thing? What do we do with this?
Just wait here a second. Let's get out of here.
Ernie, what are you...
I want to examine it, damn it.
You make sure it's tied right.
It'll be tied right. It's not gonna get loose, right? Right?
No, it's not gonna get loose. They're no stronger than regular humans. Don't be afraid.
Oh, I won't be afraid of busting in the damn head.
Ernie, you better make sure that thing's tied good.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Why do you eat people?
Not people. Brains.
Brains only?
Yes.
Why?
The pain.
What about the pain?
The pain of being dead.
Nah, it hurts to be dead, huh?
I can feel myself rot.
Eating brains, how does that make you feel?
It makes the pain go away.
Hey, look, man. Fuck this. I gotta talk to you now. Come on. We gotta talk. Let's talk out in the hallway. Man, look. How are we gonna kill those things?
You don't.
Well, what the fuck do you mean you don't?
You can't kill them. They're already dead, man. They're not living. They're just animated. You can chop them into pieces, but those pieces will still come after you. What you got to do is burn them. Burn them and reduce them to ashes, so there's nothing left that will ever come after you.
How are you gonna burn all those bodies?
You know, right? There's only a couple hundred of those motherfuckers.
Yeah. That is the question, man. I don't know.
Hey, listen. Do you hear anything? Did Bert, Ernie, and the Punk survive the bomb? Did Freddy become one of the undead? Stay tuned for future episodes of the Zombie Radio Hour here on the Latino Slant. And let's thank our sponsors, Mexican Ironman, Ovaltine, Rebel Valkyrie, and Michoacan Tacos Mexicanos. Yum, yum, yum. Now let's introduce the cast.
All right. Hey, great job. Yay. That was awesome. That was so awesome. All right, let's introduce the cast. Let's go in order of their appearance. As Frank, we have the great Mexican Ironman. What's up, Mexican? All right. As Freddy, we have the lovable Kai. Hola, Kai. You did great, dude. Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry about that. We're here.
Yay! You guys were wonderful.
Yay.
You guys were absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So how did you pull it off, guys? How did
you kept yelling at us for the last 2 days?
Exactly. Okay, and let's the second scene. Oh man, we got some great people here playing Ernie the Mortician, the great Stone Loki.
Orderly, everyone. Hello. I tried to get like a Igor and a Julio Cesar Chavez and
you sounded like a Chicano John Wayne Igor.
Oh, thank you.
A Chigor.
Yeah, it was different though.
Oh, it was fun, man. It was fun. And speaking of different and speaking of fun and speaking of being a Chigor, the great Fat Steven Segal played Bert.
That can't be proven, but yeah. I'm looking beside myself right now. I'm going to look up to PAULIE and say, yeah.
That was great stuff. That was great stuff. And playing the punks, the punk of punks, the new kid on the block.
He did
32
great.
flavors of Punkweiser. What's up, Nick?
What's up, guys?
Nick, you rocked it, dude.
Yeah, you did great, brother.
Thank
Nick,
you.
you
I wanted to
totally
make sure
rocked
I
it.
nailed it. So that was very important for me. Thank you.
No, you totally nailed it, bro.
Yeah, we're going to do
love
like
that.
Disney and send you a pink slip.
I love that the punk line. It says, "Oh, I think you should." Like, I love the delivery every time. It was great.
He's going to be asking all of us after the show, hey, why don't we go out to 32 flavors? Yeah.
You better have a voice for each one of those ladies.
Last but not least, playing the lady zombie, Eris of Chaos. Everybody, where is she? At the stream. Hey!
Back. There we are. Hello.
Where's our sound effects producer?
Wanted to give a little moment for Eris.
Eris, you did awesome. I like that noise you made. That.
Wait, was
I
it
like
finally achieved gargling or no?
From a Mexican standpoint, it was pretty hot.
I like that someone had a cell phone but didn't call for help. That was my favorite part.
That I did this all to just impress you, Mexican Iron Man. That was my goal, 100%. Because I know you're into the not quite alive.
Yeah, you got to go with what you find when you're Mexican these days. You know what I'm saying?
Damn it!
But seriously, Eris, how did you draw inspiration on playing the undead?
I just, there might have been a couple zombie movies that have come out in the recent years that I kind of drew from. Like there's been 20,000, but as far as that, you told me that you wanted it like what was it? A strained voice, kind of like, but like scratchy almost. And so I just tried to.
Kind of like a Demi Moore kind of thing. It was hot. I liked it. I heard a little Demi Moore in You're Undead. It's kind of like.
Well, I loved it when she came on.
So did I.
Rawr, yeah, rawr.
Yeah. Lucky Charms.
Oh my god! Thank you again, for having me. Not something I was expecting to do during the week, but I'm happy that I did it, and it was really fun. I don't usually like play zombie characters, I guess, but that was really interesting. So, and everyone else did, like, y'all knocked it out of the park. For the past 2 days, we've been rehearsing this, and it's been
constant
insane.
yelling.
Yeah, it's been insane. But like from the first round that we did this, and to see like the final product, it's like night and day. It was pretty amazing.
Well, let's bring her in. She's one of the Slant's producers, and just a badass lady, man. Purple Valkyrie. Woo!
Yay, Purple.
Hell yeah, Purple.
Well done, guys. You've
I
really
give my jacket to you.
Don't
that was
take anything
fantastic. Well done.
Nice, Bert.
Oh, now you're encouraging him to take off clothing. What have you done, Purple?
Very nice. How much?
Well, you started with Demi Moore, so I went down the Ashton Kutcher road.
Oh, no.
So you guys are part of the inaugural live radio event that we did. How does it feel, guys?
Drafty.
Oh, God.
It was fun. PAULIE gave us a lot of leeway with her character creation, and I was like, what if I had like a Mexican version of Igor? You don't know if he really had something to do with this or not. He just, he's got that, yes, master, but he's Latino. So,
Thank you, Loki, for the cultural appropriation. That's awesome.
Oh, you're welcome, Mexican Iron Man. Hey, you're the one who's always saying I'm more Latino than you are.
You
Oh,
are.
shit, that's hard.
I'd just like to say that we wouldn't all be here given a chance if it wasn't for the maker of all of this, the great Latino Slant. So I think we owe him an applause just as much as he owes us.
Yay,
Yes.
Hail!
Yes.
It was my pleasure. You know, it looks like we gave a lot of joy out into the chat. We have not acknowledged him since the beginning. Let's see what some of these guys said. Bone watched this movie a few weeks ago. Horror movies are my favorite. Yeah, Bone. Right on. Dark Astor,
Hell
you got me.
yeah.
Brain. Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice, man. Nice. Damn chemicals. Yeah, man, you're trying to hoard the chemicals, Mexican Iron Man.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Hoarder.
What? I want to know what happened to Freddy's girlfriend. Freddy's girlfriend.
Yeah, what happened there? I was gonna ask that. Like, what happened?
I shipped her to El Paso.
That was laryngitis.
Kai kept that going. Kai kept that
Yeah,
going.
I
for
was
a minute.
like,
I was like, okay, I'll just say something. Fuck it.
Yeah, thank you.
I almost wanted to just say so. I was like, can I do it? Should I do it? Is this a bad idea?
What happened? I was missing.
Something always goes wrong. There's
like,
something always goes wrong with the production, and if you can jump in and help out, jump in and help out always.
That's how I was conceived.
So
you
were
guys-
we missing somebody or what?
Yeah.
We're missing a lot.
Oh, that's why nobody
Bo?
read the line. I was like, who's supposed to jump in right here?
Yeah,
Someone.
I forgot to unmute it when I played it. But hey, Paulie, I want to thank you. You know what? I want to thank you, Paulie, because I think it's cool that you came up with this idea. Because I got to tell you, man, there's a lot of stress and tension out in the world, like real Armageddon. And I think it's pretty cool. Like we all slapped this together with like I did like all my new best friends that I didn't even have a year ago. Like all you guys are like my best friends now. Like you know what I mean? Like, we see each other all the time. And I think it's awesome.
I'm touched, and I just met you.
I mean, this is awesome. But I mean, versus what? Sit in front of like the CNN and watch the world melt down. You know, this is way better.
Oh,
Yeah, it is fun.
I'm also happy you were able to find some Mexicans some jobs. It's great.
Looks like Freddy tested positive for zombie vid-19.
Oh, no.
Bone.
This was my last show. Thank you very much.
Kill it with fire. Got to kill them zombies with fire. I could think of some other people, some other things we need to kill with fire. Oh my god.
That's not.
What did the chat think? What did
I
the
didn't
chat
say it.
think? Are we fired? What did the chat think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the chat thinking? You know, hey, Chris Persia.
We're fired.
I'm trying to get caught up here.
Yes, we all met each other and came up with this idea when we were all at our Wednesday night meeting. Hi, my name is Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
And then it was 3 hours of yelling at us about our voices. That was pretty much it.
Oh,
It was
we got
fun.
some thumbs up.
We got some.
Oh my goodness. Thumbs up.
All right.
Where are they going up?
Well, if y'all really like a performance, you know.
Well, we got to find out if we killed all the zombies.
We killed them all, man. We killed
Oh,
them all.
it's easy to kill the zombies. We just show them what Twitter looks like right now.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, I mean, you know, I think it was. I don't think I would have changed anything. Running again, I probably would definitely get another live human to play the girlfriend. That's about it.
We need more women representation. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So let's kind of scale Simone if she'll do it.
Well, Eris could have played both. She could have played the girlfriend in the first scene and the zombie in the later one.
Wait, hold on. Let me see what her lines would have been.
Yeah, like 2 lines.
Let's hold on. Let's
see. Hold on. I'm scrolling.
Let's you got to
Is that why Freddy's sick?
Yeah. More Valley Girl. Go.
Oh my god! Sorry, I'm digging deep. I feel like I need to consume a pumpkin spice latte in order to really get this going.
Or a 2-day-old leftover burrito. That'll do it. That for sure.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Is that why Freddy's sick?
Is that why Freddy's sick?
Is that why Freddy's sick? You go too hard in the Valley Girl and it just goes, is that why Freddy's sick? I think that's a one word.
Where's my pom-poms? Where's Freddy?
Oh my god. What's the other one? Let's see.
Actually, let's get.
So next week we're gonna do what? Les Miserables, right?
Yeah, we're gonna work our way up to the
Who's
classics.
singing?
No.
No
singing.
Hey, Paulie, I hate to bail on you, brother, but I have a show in 20 minutes. Thank you so much
Oh
for
my
letting me
God.
be a part of this, brother.
You racist.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
you're
We'll
leaving
be
us, man. I
harassing
can't believe it.
Loki later.
Go ahead and plug what you're doing.
Oh, we've got Scary Tales coming up. Me and Adega Outlaw are going to do 2 readings. He's going to do a reading, and I'm going to do a reading this whole month of October thing, coming up in about 20 minutes. And he's got a terror tale, and I have a story of terror I'm going to read out. So that is where I have no idea.
That sounds exciting, bro.
Well, you did a great job. You did a fantastic job, brother. You were funny. You're on your cues. Let's do it again.
Heck yeah, I'm down for whenever you want to do it again. I'm down. We'll get another character going. I absolutely
Okay,
love this.
Loki, the resident Chicano of the Latino Slant, Stone Cold Loki.
Take it easy, everybody, and thank you.
Hail.
Take
Hail,
it easy,
Chico.
bud.
Hail, brother.
Appreciate it.
Hail, Jedi Bill. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Jedi Bill.
What's
I gotta
up?
bow out too, bro. I gotta bow out too.
Oh my goodness.
You can't. You're the producer of the damn show.
Dude, I got a work thing I got to do right now. I got a client here real quick. So
All right, peace out, man. Good hanging out.
Is that code for delivery driver?
no, it's code for I have a client here and I got his tax returns. So.
No, it's code for stripper.
I was going to say it was code for pizza guy.
Can we have it's code for stripper? That's funny, man. You know, Eris, I've been wanting to get you on the show, and you got to play a character, and you're now on the Latino Slant. So I would. We'll see. Oh, Mexican. We'll see you later, bro. Peace out.
Oh, is he conflicted?
I'm not Mexican Iron Man.
So, Fat Steven Segal, can we get you to audition for the role of the girlfriend? Are you ready?
Is it Moira?
Yes.
All right, hold on. Let me find a good Moira line.
Come on, you got this.
Listen here, you golden apple. If I...
Oh, I thought you were actually doing your lines. I was like, that's not feminine.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's do it again. Slow it down and think more with your cleavage, less in your head. And go.
Okay, so I'm gonna squeeze my man breast while talking. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, with that Segal photo.
What
so
did you do to Freddy? What's wrong?
All right, Nickweiser, you need to chill it. All right.
I am chilling.
No, Nickweiser, not
Actually-
Kai.
Oh.
Hey, I gotta go too. I'm gonna be on the weekly Rumble in a little bit, so I'm gonna go prep for that.
You did great job, mijo.
Thank you very much.
Plug your stuff.
As a kid, I wanted to be an actor.
What happened?
Good thing I didn't. All right, everybody, it's been fun. Thank you for being here. I've got a free preview of my book, Space Crime Domino, on my website, kaimfs.com, and it's available on Amazon and the internet browser near you. Thanks for having me, Paulie. This was a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next one.
We'll see you next week, Neil. Day of the Dead show. We got a Day of the Dead show coming up. All right, but more seriously, folks. Back to I want more sex.
More
less,
sex.
Less
Wait,
intellectual.
Wait, I think I'm gonna take my hat out of the ring for girlfriend if there's more sex.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm gonna give. That's
my
Fat
face.
Steven, no.
That's not sex.
Unless
That's
it's
a Fat
zombie, and then man, like.
All right, and go, Fat Steven, go.
What did you do to Freddy? What's wrong with him? I'm this man.
Okay, leave your resume at the door. We'll talk.
Yep.
That sounds like every Christmas with my parents.
We'll call your people. Okay, so now, Eris, give me your first version of this zombie that we did yesterday with the end.
I didn't know what to do for my zombie voice, so I had an SJW zombie voice. That was basically the one I did for the girlfriend.
All right. And go.
Wait, are we doing? Am I doing the zombie or am I doing like the girlfriend? Which one am I doing?
No, no. We're not. We're done with the girlfriend. Girlfriend's done.
Okay.
It's been cast.
She's now an ex. I got it.
She's now a question mark. And zombie audition SJW. Go.
Well, I need someone to be Ernie. I need to be able to go back and forth with somebody.
Who can be Ernie? Nick, let's get you to be Ernie. Get your script.
Okay, I'll be Ernie.
All right.
You're doing.
Hey guys.
What?
No. Get your script.
Yeah.
Got it?
We're Act 2? Act 2, right?
Act 2, scene 3. Here we go. You guys need a cue?
Yeah, okay. It's it's Ernie right at the beginning, kind of like, no, it's not gonna get loose. Don't be afraid. And it's like, you can hear me. Is the line up there?
What about the
can you hear me?
More windows.
No. That's
too. No, it's the back and forth between me and Ernie, and I played off of that, which is why I need somebody to do that.
Oh, okay, I heard that wrong. I apologize.
How dare you?
You want to play your first line is can you hear me?
I'm looking.
Okay, we're doing a new rendition. This is a SJW
yes.
Lady Zombie. Can you put your Lady Zombie back on, please?
Yes.
New SJ. Let's we're gonna take Fat Steven out for a second.
Oh my god.
Okay, new SJW version of this scene. This is where Ernie the Mortician questions the female zombie. And go.
Yes. Come on. You gotta go first, my dude.
I'm sorry. I am missing this part. Like,
is it scene 3?
Yeah,
so it is scene 3. Which part?
Scene 3. No, you're fine. I was just messing with you.
Okay, sir. The doorway is out front. SJW Lady Zombie.
Is it just wait here a second?
It
says, you can hear me, I think is the first line.
It's literally the scene before you say the punk line.
Okay. So after so it is just wait here a second.
Wait here a second.
Because am I still being punk as well?
No. It's just the little scene between you and SJW Lady Zombie. All right, you want me to do it? I don't want to do it. You do it.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I want to make sure I do this right. That's
no. It's totally okay. So what you're looking for is says
3.
It's Ernie. You're in scene 3. So keep scrolling down until you see Lady Zombie, and then you need to scroll up until the first line of Ernie, like right before Lady Zombie. So it's you can hear me, and then I will say yes or my version of yes, and then why do you eat people?
Oh, you can hear me. I got it. It.
Real fast. Okay, get ready, guys. Real fast. In 15 minutes, we're gonna have the top of the hour. We're gonna have Jayne Theory on talking Walking Dead, our top 3 episodes of all time. She's already in the chat. Say
hello
like
to Jayne. 5 minutes. Oh, hey, Jayne.
Hi, Jayne.
What's up?
Yeah. Well, I got to vamp. I'll vamp. But you guys.
Oh
all right, I'm ready.
Okay.
You can hear me?
Action.
You can hear me?
Yes, and my pronouns are she, her, not thing. Thank you very much.
Why do you eat people?
My goodness. It is not people. It is people kind. We are an inclusive zombie group. All right?
Inclusive brains only?
Only the misogynist brains. That's my diet. Only the misogynist.
Oh, no fair. Why?
The pain.
What about that stupid pain?
The pain of being a woman in current year.
Oh, it hurts to be dead.
I can literally, I literally cannot even. All right, I'm so just I cannot even.
Oh, eating brains. How does that make you feel?
To eat a misogynist brains. It makes the pain go away. God damn it.
Hey, look, man. Fuck this. I
Betrayed
gotta
it.
talk to you. No. Come
Great
on.
job. Great job. Oh, whoops, I removed him. That was funny. That was awesome. Excellent.
I'm like, oh my god, you better have more misogyny in your diet.
I tried.
I don't know, chat. What do you think? You think we should have done the SJW version of Return of the Living Dead? I don't know. It sounds pretty good.
The Return of Living Deceased, thank you. I have my own pronouns. Dead, rotting, and dead.
Oh, either one for me is fine. We'd have to. I need to write down what I was going to say because improv is not exactly my strongest.
The Great Purple Valkyrie. You wanna chime in on some of the auditions that you just saw?
That was awesome. I love the SJW zombie lady. Well done.
Thank you, hon.
You know, I was living in Austin for a while, and I remember like about on purpose. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I remember like 10 years ago, I had cramps. You're a cramp. I started writing a script on hipsters that become zombies, and I titled it "Die Hipster Die," and I'm like, maybe I'll bring it back.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, great job, guys. Lots of fun.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah,
I think that was like my first time doing something like that, and yeah, that was kind of makes me wish I would have done a little bit of theater at some point.
Well, you're a natural. You're definitely a natural.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, in hindsight, I should have had you do the girlfriend, waiting for Mexican Iron Man to play a damn recorded room. Like,
yeah, there was a couple like pauses. I was like, wait, did Mexican Iron Man forget to talk again? Is that what happened? Yeah. Like, oh no.
I know, Jake D. Sorry, man. Sorry.
What do I do? They just poke him.
Yeah, this is like that was too funny. And then Fat Steven Seagal, I gave him the last minute note of being more John Wayne. Did that throw you off?
Not really. I always wanted to add everything after every one of my words. I want to go, okay, Pilgrim, just keep going with that and pull it like a Family Guy. I'm John Wayne, Pilgrim. But no, it's hard to change your voice to a certain degree because you can't always hear yourself through the mic. So you gotta kind of think about how you want to sound, but how you want to sound is never how you're actually sounding. So, like Eris says, improv on the fly can be hard. But I'm glad I got the chance.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good. It was
good. You should honestly keep it, record it, cut it, and make it like a Spotify episode series as well, so you can actually do it chapter by chapter.
Yeah, that would get your name out there a little bit more.
I think there's something there to it. So maybe we'll do maybe I mean, Halloween's already upon us, so let me think of the next thing we could do.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
You can have Halloween all the time. That is acceptable. Perfectly acceptable.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I definitely would like to do something like this as far as reenactments. They're fun, they're easy, and even if we mess up, even better.
Because Paulie, what you've done is you started something, and since once Halloween's over, you can branch off into Christmas, and then you can have people back for a Christmas Carol or other Christmas stuff.
Spooky.
Let's do it.
Spooky Christmas Carol.
I'm sorry, I had a good idea. It's throwing you off. I'll just go back to I'm Bert.
The great Eric K. Very good.
Oh my god.
What's up, Eric?
I'm changing my back.
I'm John Wayne, Pilgrim.
So, have any of you guys? Has anyone here actually seen the movie?
No.
Not in a long time.
Been a while, but yes, absolutely.
Not at all.
I mean, George Romero.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I know.
It's not.
No, it's the OG one, right?
No. It's O'Bannon wrote and directed. I forgot his first name. Dan O'Bannon, I believe. He had a deal to that he had the rights to Return of the Living Dead, and Romero had rights to Of the Dead, like Dawn of the Dead. So they split off because Romero was supposed to had written the original one of this, but they got a quibble and they fought and they went legally their separate ways. That's why they kind of poke fun at George Romero in the beginning when Frank says, we were going to sue the guy. If you remember that.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Wait,
Wait,
is he also wrote the screenplay for Alien too, as well? Like he actually wrote for the first Alien?
He sure did. Dan O'Brien.
And he contributed to Heavy Metal and Total Recall and Dark Star. And
Very
he looks
talented, guys.
Yeah, he looks like a thin George Romero.
What is this? A talented person in Hollywood? What?
Yeah.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, this film when it came out, it was so different and odd. It was kind of like when Shaun of the Dead came out, a few years ago. It kind of had that effect. I was 15. I was like, oh man, I'm in. I'm Spartacus. You're Kirk. Okay. All right, Eric. Whatever. Yeah. So you guys should see this. Maybe you should see this film, Eris.
Yeah, it's kind of an inside joke. That's not really an inside joke, but that I haven't seen all of these classic movies, but I've seen like these like $5,000 budget crap fests on Netflix.
Like Thanksgiving and Gingerbread Man.
Wait, you've seen Star Trek Discovery too?
Now they wish they spent $5,000. Maybe they'd have a penny in the bank now. Maybe they actually would have made money.
I want to bring in a couple minutes early before we turn around the hour and say goodbye to you guys. I want to bring in Jayne Theory to say hello to everybody.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
Hi, Jayne.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Bert.
We look like a math equation. We have yellow and purple equals yellow and purple. That's amazing.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's awesome.
There you go. Purple or purple equals. Oh yeah, yellow and purple.
Yeah.
So, wait, wouldn't it? No. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're going right to left because Jayne is the
Yes,
the
I'm doing it I'm reading it Japanese style. Yes.
Correct.
I'm an
Jayne,
apple.
did you get into the chat to hear any of our show?
I did. I heard the last part of it. It was really funny.
That was the best part. It had the zombie.
Yeah. That was hilarious. Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, you did great, Eris. Well, cool. Yeah. Everyone do one at a time. Everyone do their best zombie. All right, let's start with Nick and go. All right, Pat Steven. No.
Oh, the
Purple.
zombie or a groan.
Yeah. Purple.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. That was pretty good.
Best one.
Commercial.
Eris.
You sound like a zombie trying to drive.
Well, shut up.
No, she sounds like a zombie still that still knows the language, which is like
talking zombie.
She's
Oh my god, it's a pirate zombie.
Yeah, she's a zombie
pirate zombie. That's hysterical. How about you, Jayne? Give it a shot. Ooh.
Cool. Scary.
Nice.
That's pretty good. All right, here's my.
She should try for Moira.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, let's just all think that it sounds like we're all constipated when we do it. Basically,
This stream is sponsored by X-Laws.
Right? Speaking of, our sponsor for today's stream.
The Enema Menace. When you can't get a good cup of coffee, call on Walton.
Wow. Gotta go after Walton on this one. Okay.
Yep.
It's a known thing.
Yep. Well, it was fantastic, guys. Why don't one by one y'all plug your channels away? Let's start with oh, wait a minute. Eris sounded like a Ben Stein zombie.
Clear eyes are the
For
best
clear
eyes.
There was an attempt.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's the best comment of the night so far. That's the best comment of the night. And if you guys haven't already, please like and please share the show. We have a great show coming up with Miss Jayne. You ready with your top three? Oh,
yes, I am.
Okay. Sorry. Did I disturb you?
No.
Did I bug you? I'll just play it. Okay, let's go. Let's start with 32 Flavors. Plug
Hello,
away.
I'm 32 Flavors of Nickweiser, but I had to translate to a punk for this setting, and I want to thank PAULIE for letting me on here. It was a pleasure. But yeah, all seriousness, I cover all sorts of things. I do a lot of food reviews. I'm soon going to be doing a bunch of music stuff as well, particularly in the metal area. I like to rant about pop culture, so if you want to hear a guy rant on a microphone, 32 Flavors of Nickweiser is your go-to stop. So come on by. Have a good time. And once again, it was nice to meet the rest of you guys. It was a pleasure doing this. And PAULIE, thanks again. Absolute pleasure. I feel honored. So hopefully I delivered the goods as the punks. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Can one of the wrenches throw Nick's link in there? Okay. Who wants to go next? How about you, Eris?
Sure. Yeah, I can go. So as of right now, I'm doing streams on Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and this week, funnily enough, Purple and Sammy will be on my channel, and we're going to be talking about horror. So actually, perfect segue. And that's what's happening right now, unless there's something else happening that I don't know about, which is always possible. So.
Wait a minute. You're going to be talking about whores?
Yeah,
what the hell?
I heard horrors.
Horror.
The hordellos.
Or
the hordellos.
I don't know. There could be some talk of that. It is a horror movie. If you have sex, you die. So there could be a straying subject that it turns over there.
Oh my god.
Will there be assless chat?
Only on you.
Okay.
Back to the zombie impersonations. A few of those sound like the day after having too much tequila.
That is true.
Career facts.
Coffee and caca. Okay.
Like all of that? Is that a smoothie?
And Metamucil. So, Bone, what are you trying to say? Coffee and
coffee enema.
Coffee enema.
Oh.
Very gross. I mean, none of these things that do zombies defecate?
Only brains.
He laughed.
You know what? Because they eat things. Oh my gosh! Why are you making me think about this?
This is such a shit show.
I always thought the things just falling straight through. But
yeah,
that is a good
They
question.
do eat things, right? So
They eat the brains, but
eat flesh.
The way their digestive system, flesh. But I guess the way their digestive system is, it would probably because they keep going after it, right? Like it's an undying thirst. So I think their metabolism is so high that they eat it, but it never satisfies the hunger because it's a living dead organism with a high metabolism.
well, see, that would be the case if Well, then
These
why
are
do
living
they,
dead, so they could.
Why
have
do they
metabolism.
decay? Why do they continue to decay? Because those nutrients would then feed back into their system and keep them going,
Exactly.
No vitamin D.
Always. Yep.
But it could explain why they decay at a slower rate.
Oh well, if they don't eat enough, maybe that's it, and they get more of course, we're talking about like the standard zombie and not like some of these other options. Anyway, sorry. I just realized I kind of tangented there.
Purple.
Hey. Big thank you, Paulie. That was a lot of fun. Well done, everyone. Yep, I'm Purple Valkyrie, one half of the Valkyries with Samantha Joe. Usually we're on 10 a.m. Central, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but tomorrow we've actually got a late evening show.
Oh,
and then Saturday, as Eris said, we're going to join her.
Woo! Woohoo!
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fat Steven.
I'm fat. Steven.
We're saying the
You
audience.
can find me on Twitter. Thank you, Eris, for your always lovely voice in my ear like a migraine. I love you so much. I'd like to give this moment to thank Paulie for giving me and the rest of us a chance on his new show and his chance on a new show. It's good to go places. You can find me on Twitter making really stupid pictures and sometimes on my panels while the host is questioning their existence, why they invited me. Other than that, hail the chat, hail the panel. Thank you to Paulie and hello, Jayne.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. Oh my goodness. We're going to say, well, listen, if anyone wants to stay on with us, we don't mind. I would love it. I'm just going to play at the top of the hour. I just play the music again, and then we'll start with the Walking Dead top 3. So who wants to stick around?
I kind of gave up on The Walking Dead after little.
That's why you got to listen to our top 3.
Yes, I'll have to listen to that. But I have a couple things I need to get done too, so I'll have to bow out.
Just to go blouse shopping.
I'm going to have to bow out too because it's 2 a.m.
Yeah,
oh, that's nothing. That's literally nothing. Come on, Purple. That's weak sauce. 2 a.m. for you? Come on.
Well, thank you guys so much. We're going to turn it over, and great job, everyone. We'll see you soon. Hour 2 begins right now.
Music Hall, starring Bing Crosby with Jimmy Dawson. It was on a night like this. You left me, didn't leave me a kiss. How?
The Latino Slant proudly presents the Zombie Radio Hour and Halloween Special. Hour 1, The Return of the Living Dead. July 3rd, 1984, 5:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our story finds us in the UNITA Medical Supply.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Latino Slant, and I'm joined by the great Jayne Theory. Hola.
Hey, how's it going?
Wow. pretty I'm very happy. I'm very happy
That's good.
that we pulled it off. And even if we didn't pull it off, right? I'm still happy because everyone gave it their all, but it was pretty entertaining.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. It was, I think in hindsight, I probably should have done this, like started rehearsals like 2 weeks ago, instead of 2 days ago. But, what are you going to do?
Right.
So how has your week been?
Long. It's been a long week. But this is great. This is a great opportunity to top it off with something fun.
Yeah, I've watched the last couple of videos that you put up, and there's it's almost like every day there's something crazy going on in Hollywood.
Every day. And it's relentless. But I mean, and the thing about it is it seems to be getting worse every day. Someone's always angry about something.
What's the we'll just hit this for a second, and everybody that's watching, please like, please share. The Green Jayne Theories here. We're going to be talking about not only The Walking Dead, but our 3 favorite episodes of The Walking Dead, and just chomping on that, and it's pretty interesting, the ones that we picked. It's pretty funny because I think we managed to completely ignore anything after season 5.
You kind of have to. You have to preserve whatever love you have for the IP. There's no other way, because the latter seasons and the spin-off series have just been such a disappointment.
Yeah, I was kind of all in a few years ago on the first season of Fear of the Walking Dead, and that was it. I didn't, I kind of watched it after, the first season, like, because it kind of like that first season was there was a big lead into it,
right?
The Walking Dead, and it was still The Walking Dead was still The Walking Dead, still legit. And then I was like, oh no, this is not very good.
Well, season 2 was terrible. Season 2 was absolutely horrendous, and then came season 3, which I feel was their best season.
Oh, really?
But by that time, the fan base had given up completely, and
like
we
me.
were trying to, exactly. We were trying to convince people, no, you have to watch it now. Season 3 is better. It's actually good, but that didn't happen. Viewership didn't improve substantially. And so they went in a completely different direction. And it was essentially a soft reboot of the series. And they went into a completely different direction that just is not what we expected in the beginning.
Well, I thought it was interesting, like the first season of Fear the Walking Dead was LA. It was, there was a lot of Latino characters, because it's LA. Usually you see things in LA and then it's like, they know no Latinos there. I'm just like, what's up?
Right.
So while I love that, I know the great actor, what's his name? Cliff Curtis?
I can't remember. Yeah.
Cliff Curtis, who's Morai from New Zealand. He's like, for a minute, he was like the hardest working Latino actor. He's a good actor, though.
He is, and I hate what they did with his character. But
see, I didn't even go there. I liked the first season, and I was like done. I liked a lot of those actors. I always like Ruben Blades is always strong whatever he does. But yeah, I don't know what happened at that point. I'm trying to think what season was Walking Dead.
Remember they got into the conflict. I like that they introduced the Native American characters as well, because we had not seen them at all. in The Walking Dead.
Uh-huh.
And I love Michael Grey Eyes. He's one of my favorite actors, period.
Now, was this season 2 or 3?
I believe this was season. God, it was either season 2 or 3 because it was one of the better elements to the story.
See, I didn't know that. There's a lot that like I said, and then a few seasons later, I heard that Daryl and the characters Dwayne and our boy Lenny James Morgan went to the show, right? Went to Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, that was an effort to try to save. This was after the reboot. This was in this new version of Fear, and
version.
Yeah, they tried to introduce him to help save it. And I mean, granted, so far this season, Fear has been better than it's ever been since season 3. I'm actually shocked. I'm still in a state of shock. Lenny James, who plays Morgan, directed the last episode, which is really
cool.
good. Yeah, so it may be good this season. It may turn things around, but I am sort of it's just not, The Walking Dead that we're used to.
Well, neither is The Walking Dead.
Right.
But I did see the first episode of the latest season where Lane James is kind of like with red eyes and kind of like shot up and I mean that was kind of cool. I'm like, all right, that's not bad.
Yeah, it was a good start.
I got a feeling we're gonna be talking about Lenny James a lot. But
yes, he's one of my favorite characters. Well, he is one of my favorite actors, and his character is one of my favorites.
Yeah. Well, going back to The Walking Dead, the original. Let's just say the first 4 seasons. At the end of season 4, they're in the sanctuary, and it was always very easy for me to delineate the seasons because it's where they ended up, right? Season 1, season 2, they ended up on the farm, which led to the prison. Season 3 was the governor of the prison. Then they had to escape. Season 4, they're completely on the run. They're split up, which I thought was amazing. I loved season 4.
Yeah.
God. Oh God.
It was so well done.
Oh man. And then the end of 4, which is I believe on your list, they end up at the sanctuary. And then of course into season 5, mid-season 5, they hit Alexandria. Mid-season 5, and then into season 5, Rick is trying to take over Alexandria. Rick lost it.
I love that too.
Yeah, but well, cool. Well, are you ready for? Let's start with our number 3s.
Okay.
I'll let you go first. I made these cute little things for us. Let me see if I got them right. Yeah, there's 6. Okay. Now I can't read too well. Oh, wait a minute. I can see your number 3. Oh, nope. Hold on. There we go.
Yes.
It's A. It's called A. The episode is called A.
Yeah.
Tell us why you picked this episode.
There's so much to love about this episode. I mean, you get the Rick and Carl and Michonne team up. This is where Carl and Michonne begin to bond for the first time. Michonne begins to come out of her shell as a character because this is shortly after they encounter her, and she's still very quiet and mysterious, and they don't really know who she is or how she will fit, if at all, in their group. And you also see sort of the beginning of the relationship between Michonne and Rick as well here. So I really like that part of it. You start also to see they are separated. So you see Daryl trying to survive on his own at first and how hard that is for him. And he encounters this group, Joe's group.
The Claimers.
The Claimers. that are terrible. They are so bad.
Yeah.
And, in this episode, the two meet when Joe's group decide to attack Rick and Michonne and Carl. And Daryl realizes who he's with and what they're trying to do. He tries to stop them. He's attacked. Michonne's attacked. Carl's attacked. And Rick has a decision to make. And in that moment, it's almost like his humanity has to be switched off to save his family. And he does. He rips this guy's throat out.
Well, first he bites his ear. And then he bites his neck. He's doing like a
because he had him from behind. He had him, his arms were pinned or something, and he didn't have a choice. It was only he could only do the one thing, and he did it. He pushed himself to that level, to the extreme, to protect his people, and it was a side of Rick that we kind of saw coming. As over the last few seasons, we saw little bits of him, of how we saw him in the beginning sort of chip away. He had to become more hardened over time. And in that moment, he sort of went even beyond the extreme that Shane was to do what he had to do. And afterward, what was great about it is we also saw the morning after, and Rick is sitting there and he is just shaking. It's almost like he sat there the entire night thinking about what he'd done.
Yeah, and I was looking for that image. I thought I had it loaded up to put it on to show that infamous shot of Rick all bloodied, and he's laying up against their car, kind of sitting on his butt, just like you said, kind of in shock of what happened and what he's capable of. Yeah, I see why you picked this. I see why you picked it, because it's seminal, and it's also kind of like a things to come.
Right.
And it's because I think after that it's kind of up until this season they kind of just keep it's a retread on people's humanity. It's like Rick. Well, let's so the claimers. Let's get real with the claimers. They were going to probably kill Daryl, and while Rick watched, they were going to for just to take advantage of Carl and Michonne, kill them in front of him, and it's unreal. It's unreal. And that fight scene was and like you said too, it's also the first time that Carl trusts Michonne.
Right.
It's a beauty. Yeah, that's a nice episode.
It's a lot of bonding. It's a lot of bonding in that episode, and you also get to see Daryl and Rick bond too in a different way. At this moment, Daryl is, he was with Joe's group, so he feels partially responsible for what happened, and he thinks that Rick is gonna look at him differently because of that. And for Rick to say, "No, you're my brother," it solidified their bond forever going forward.
Correct. Yeah. At least until Negan shows up. Oof, God.
Man.
Yeah. But no, it was, and that kind of lawlessness, and just because you kind of understood the governor, and then his secrets he kept, but he was for the most part pretty civilized, and he did try to create a society where people could live, just got to be under his rules,
right.
That were more civil. Whereas, yeah, the claimers and then the saviors were on another level. Okay, number 2, I believe. Let me see, I get this right. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What about my not number 3? Hold on. I have a number 3. Let's do
You're
like
number
that.
3.
3 and 3, 2 and 2, 1 and 1. Okay,
Yes.
let me see. My number 3 is the pilot, Days Gone By.
Mm.
When I saw this, I was blown away. I'll never forget the first time I saw it because it had a little bit of everything for me. And this is Frank Darabont at his finest. And Frank Darabont was the original creator and developer of this show of season 1. And he used his cast from several of his movies, Shawshank Redemption, The Mist, the role of Dale and Carol. Those are his stock and trade, even though we don't see those guys yet in the pilot. Imagine waking up and the world is gone to shit. You're waking up from a from being shot at, and you're completely abandoned in the hospital like Rick was, and you're trying to figure out what happened. So of course I love the whole interaction with the great there he is, Lenny James and his son. And that bond that they create and that they promise each other as far as talking on those CBs. Was it every morning or every night? I forgot.
I can't remember, but yeah, that was
great.
I love how they shot that episode too. It was shot really well. You felt everything Rick was feeling.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Darabont directed that one because it was very cinematic. Like it was very very cinematic. And from Rick's point of view to him leaving Lenny James and Son and becoming that cowboy Rick on the horse that you see it right there in the in the title poster. Because there's so much world that you gotta it's brilliant because it's like we're not gonna try to explain the whole world and everything. We're just gonna show you through the eyes of a guy who just woke up.
Exactly.
And it was great. It was great, and I love I love the end. Where he's on his horse and he turns the corner. There's a horde. And then there they are. Unfortunately, they kill the dang horse. And then Rick, he crawls into a tank. And it all seems lost. And then you hear a radio sound, and it is the radio voice of Glenn. And he says, "Hey, dumbass." That was so cool. That was great, man. That was great. So that was my number 3. That was my number 3.
That was a good one.
Thank you. All right, my friend. Let's move on to your number 2.
My number 2, pretty much dead already. This one is the epic barn scene. Now, a lot of people don't like this season because they were on the farm and a whole lot didn't happen. But when it finally did, it was freaking epic. I mean, you saw this constant back and forth between what Herschel was trying to do and what he was trying to preserve, his sense of the world, his values, his belief system, versus Shane, which is very much in survival mode and just not tolerating any of this, not not trying to save anybody who's not trying to be saved. It more ruthless approach to survival. In the midst of this, you had this search for Sophia that was still going on, and Daryl becoming more and more frustrated that people were giving up, essentially. And you had the beginnings of his bond with Carol. And then you had that epic moment at the end where Sophia walks out of the barn and everybody's, just broken by that. And Rick, lifts up his arm and does what needs to be done. It is truly one of the most heartbreaking and memorable scenes in the series.
Yeah, and this is really like before the Horde takes over the farm, the last time that this original cast is together, and then they get split up. So there's a lot of great character kind of groundbreaking moments, except for T-Dog. T-Dog never got his due.
He never really did. He had some funny lines though, but
yeah,
really
but yeah. And that was episode 1 was written and directed by Frank Darabont. This one was directed by Michelle McLaren and directed by Frank Darabont. So Darabont, I know there's a lot went down that and then he left. But yeah, the pilot was Epic Bone. And Eric K, can I be here even though I've never watched an episode of The Walking Dead? Yes, that's why. Yes. You can start with our list. Of course, Eric.
Exactly.
Of course, Eric. I could always listen to Jayne Theory even if I have zero clue where Paulie talks. It's right there. Eric. It's called Walking Dead, Eric.
It's hilarious.
Oh, I love Eric K, man. Got a good community here, and Darabont, absolutely. So yeah, for me, let's go back to your choice here. For me, where are we? So like we said, and you're just still just so like there, because there have been a lot of like sitting around, moralizing, hanging out, making a can we make it here on the farm type of episodes. This is the rock and roll episode. This is like a great payoff, and then just seeing too that Shane and Rick, it ain't gonna last too much longer with these guys.
Right.
Yeah. And then just how Herschel, who had been such a high and mighty dude, how he kind of justifies keeping all these zombies in the barn, that because they're just sick people. And
he had hope, and that hope was taken away in the worst way.
yeah, that was great. All right, that was good. So we haven't. I think we have agreed. Eric K. Jayne is awesome. Yay! She's pretty cool. Okay, we're here with the great Jayne Theory, the Latino Slant, second hour. If you haven't like what we're doing, if you haven't subscribe to her, then me. Share this thing too. We're here for a little while, talking about our top 3 Walking Dead episodes. And when I wanted you to be on the show, and then when you tweeted about The Walking Dead, I'm like, that's our topic, because I can jam with you on this. I can jam. I can hold my own because I was in it since the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2, I believe, was your
Clear.
Yeah. Clear's my number 2.
Really?
Clear's my number 2. Yeah. Yeah. So remember when you sent me your list, my heart jumped, because I was like, oh, I know. We're connected here. Away with you. Away with you. So of course it had been talked about was the impending return of Lenny James as Morgan, you know, and all the fandom sites and the geek outs were just waiting for him to come back, and this is it. But he was much different. He was forever changed, you know, and I think again to this maybe I got confused, but I think this is the episode where Carl and Michonne did the bonding. Either way, that nucleus of Carl, Michonne, and Rick, Carl, and Michonne were really in full effect. And this show was directed by Trisha Brock, written by Frank Darabont. Season 3, episode 12. I mean, you just got to see. I don't know when you because I'm not going to talk too much. We'll go on, but when you lose it all, what happens? You know what happens. So I'll just leave it at that. All right.
Yeah.
Because you're number one. Oh wait, you're number one. Wait, where is it? It's clear.
My number one is clear. It is. We see Lenny James's range as an actor, and the extent to which this character of Morgan has been through so much and has so much pain and so much regret that it's driven him to complete madness. But there was also within that certain truths. And I think that's one of the things that really caused him to resonate with people, because he was talking about, what it takes to survive and the type of people who survive in this type of world. And he was talking about how the good people die and the evil people die, but people like us, people like me, we live, we inherit this earth, weak people. It's such a powerful scene. And then also you see what he's doing, and what you can tell a lot of time has passed, but you can also see that he's become an expert killer in this time frame. He's set all these traps. He is clearing every block in this community of walkers and people alike. And I remember too, on his chalkboard, there was a lot of controversy in the fandom about what it all meant, because he was writing out his observations. And so he talked about everybody turns, which was something he would have learned independently of Rick's group. And he talked about the sickness that I think we would see later, that was happening in the community where we saw the walkers and with the eye stripping of whatever that was. And just a lot of other little clues and foreshadowing about what was coming next that people sort of dove into. And we saw Rick, who, when he saw what Morgan was, I think he got a sense of that could be me. I'm not that far removed from what my friend has become. And if he had lost his child, if he had lost his son the same way, he very well might have been. It was just, and their interaction between one another was great. It's just, it's my favorite episode ever in the show.
A couple of things. I mean, I feel like I need to re-see it, but it reminds me of the next time they meet.
Yeah.
And Morgan is Mr. Zen master with his Aikido, right?
Yeah.
Like he ain't trying to kill people. He's just like, chill. And then, what were they? The wolves? The wolves.
The wolves had attacked, yeah.
Yeah. And and then he finally makes it to Alexandria. And Rick is full of blood,
Yeah.
beating the shit out of who is he beating up? And then he looks up and he sees Morgan, and Morgan goes, Rick? and the season.
Like Rick?
Yeah.
Well,
I
remember
mean,
the little mayor or whatever she was supposed to be, her husband was attacked. She had these very ridiculous policies, sort of like Herschel, trying to continue a life in a world that just was not in existence anymore. And she was putting her people at risk.
Mhm.
And her husband was attacked and killed by someone else in the group who was a threat. And Rick had him down and looked at her, and that was an awesome shot too. And she
Right.
said, "Do it," and he didn't
Right.
hesitate.
Nope.
And that was when he looked up and saw Morgan. It was
Right.
insane.
And Rick was had slowly become like a Shane,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. That's really why after, like you said, like I would say after the 5th or 6th season, like that was it. It's like you've seen Rick go through everything he can go through.
Yeah.
He's taken these people to the promised land. It's like end it. But
Well, they started to make a lot of decisions too that varied so much from the comic. It's like they were starting to try to create a different story.
Right. Because they've been so faithful to a lot of the comic. You're right.
Yeah. And they just didn't have any direction. They didn't know really what they were doing with this. And the choices they were making were just frustrating people more and more.
Right.
And then outside the story, you begin to see drama with the fandom, with the conventions and things. And it just seemed like everything started to fall apart.
Because it became event television, the first, and I did a little deep dive, and you could see every season's just the individual ratings just would be like this.
Yeah.
I mean, this past season was like whoa, compared to where they were at.
Right.
Compared to where they're at, I just feel like it's a lot of retread. To me, I want the Rick movies, and I want to wrap up, The Walking Dead. But going back to this episode, I mean, yeah, that's why it was great to have Morgan back. I almost would say in my top 10, definitely top 10, maybe around 5 is the one episode where he's with that guy that got him back to being sane and teaches him Aikido. I love that episode.
Yeah,
It was kind of
that wasn't one of my favorites.
I know, because it's, why wasn't it one of your favorites?
I don't know. I just felt like it was more filler. I know they were, showing us how Morgan transformed and all of this, but I always felt like it was a facade. Like I wanted crazy, clear Morgan, which is kind of what we're getting in Fear right now.
Yeah, he's gone through it, man.
Yeah,
he's gone
he's like,
through it.
Morgan is dead. I was like, okay. Right.
But Morgan, he had to have his Karate Kid moment, and as a martial artist, I was just like, just really just saying hello real quick. What's up, Lord? Hope you're having a good evening. Sweet times, yes indeed. We're here with Jayne Theory. So we've been doing our little countdown. Let me get to one, and then maybe we can talk about some other episodes that we loved from the first 4 seasons. Because really, I think we're in agreement. It's just really about the first 4 seasons, guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I did not miss. And let me tell you something. In fact, I need to look it up. I'm gonna look it up. But let me wait on that because this has to do with my girlfriend Miss Slant and how we met in The Walking Dead. So let's go to my number one, The Grove.
Mm.
And probably, what has become, and definitely by then, one of my favorite characters, Melissa McBride playing Carol.
Yeah.
And I feel taken out way too quickly character. What's his character's name? Why am I forgetting? Here, let me look it up real quick. Da-da-da-da-da.
You thought she was taken out too soon.
No, Tyrese.
Oh, Tyrese, yeah.
Chad L. Coleman. Great actor. Great character.
Yeah.
Great character. Oh my God. And I remember him and Sasha coming on, how they entered into the prison and Rick scared them away. They're like, you can't come here. Don't come. It's bad time. Okay. So at this point, the main group had been separated because of the war with the governor.
Right.
And they were all scattered to the winds. And so this particular group had these 2 sisters, young girls, and Tyrese and Carol, and then baby Judith.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to see little baby Judith's like how many times has she been saved? Because Tyrese saved her big time.
Yeah.
They're on the run, and they find this house with a grove, and they kind of clear it a little bit, and they make themselves comfortable for what seems a couple of days and nights, and they even start to wonder if they could have a life there. Like,
right.
Let's see what this looks like, because it was so like almost perfect. The only problem was the sister. Crazy ass. Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie. Yeah. Lizzie. So Lizzie is the older sister there, and also the one where that it's the same actor, the same character that Carol is pointing her gun at. So Lizzie kind of loses it, and you actually saw her behavior when they were in the prison, kind of like with the rats, and this is where we really got this was haunting. This disturbed me for a while, and not in the way of when they showed like Sasha, because you didn't see what happened to Sasha. I mean, not Sasha, Sophie. Sophie just came out of the barn. That was like,
Yeah.
And then later on, when they're at Alexandria and they show that little boy being eaten to death, it was like the first time. Oh my God, that was kind of too much by then. It was just,
Mm-hmm.
This was a meditation on young people, children, and what just what this world and the world that they inhabited were like, does to their psyche.
Right.
And she loses it and takes the life of her younger sister, and then tries to take the life of the baby, of Judith.
Yeah.
And Tyrese can't believe it. Tyrese is a very vulnerable, emotional bear of a man. he when he finally got it together, they kill him off. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So there's that obvious thing going on in the story, in this particular plot, right?
Mhm.
Now, two things. The one is, this is the last time Carol connects with a child until later, much later, with Ezekiel's kid. She
Mhm.
kind of, she becomes really changed after this, because she's got to kill this girl.
Right.
Now Tyrese, and she also tells Tyrese it was her that killed his girlfriend in the prison, because I guess the girlfriend had the disease.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all that happened in this episode, and they never leave that house until the very end. Because of course they're not going to stay there, because it's completely cursed now.
Well, there's no
And
safe place anymore. They're each in all of their different places coming to realize there is no safety here.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah. It's to me, it was such a different. It was so different, and it really blew me away. And that's my number one.
And we get Carol, Killer Carol.
Oh yeah, because she had been, wife, husband beating up on Carol.
Yeah. Meek and mild, and all of that is fading away.
I mean, yeah, you're right, and I think that was it. That was the last, that she took Lizzie out, and moving forward, it was very easy for her to moralize killing people. She did have a moment where she walked away from it all, but I think by then it was like, who cares,
Yeah.
So yeah, that is my number one.
That was a good one.
So that's a good
and I
one.
loved Daryl and Beth's season as well. I mean, not season, their episode. I can't remember which one it was, but that one was really good too. Seeing them bond, because they hadn't exactly gotten along.
It was a very strange episode. The way it was filmed, it was like they're in this shack, and they're singing and they're fighting. So that was I'm looking it up. Look at this. That was the episode before, called Alone.
Because at some point she gets kidnapped, and he runs and runs and runs, and can't find her, and comes to a crossroad, and he does not know which way they went, and he just collapses in the street.
Right.
That was just wild.
Yeah. So what's interesting though is like those final episodes of that season, you had it's Still. The episode is called Still. It's with Daryl and Beth, Refuge in the Woods. And then Alone, Daryl and Beth actually take shelter in a funeral home, and then at the end of that episode she gets kidnapped.
Right.
Then it's The Grove. Then it's us getting to Terminus, and then it's A. Yeah. That might be the best run of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're finally all together at the end of A, correct?
They're all in the car together.
The container.
Yeah.
That was wild.
And that it was. And I love how they ended it. That was like one of the few times they used the F word.
Oh,
on
really?
that
Was
show.
it?
Yeah. In the train car, he says, they fuck with the wrong people.
Oh, you're right. I thought it was they messed with the wrong people.
There were two versions of it. The first one
Yeah.
is without it, and then the second one was with it.
Yeah.
And it was such a big
Yeah.
deal back then.
It was a great ending. It was a great ending. And then you were just like, I gotta wait how many how many months till season 5?
Yeah. But it was a good
Oh, man.
cliffhanger. I think people felt good about where we ended it, and everyone was excited about, the next season. And when they finished off the Terminus people, I feel like that was a good episode too. The red machete, and then they also did that sort of side story online about the machete.
Yeah, I saw a couple of those little mini episodes. Yeah, that was pretty good. So I believe it was. Now I'm gonna So I was still into Walking Dead every week, still religious to it. All the way through, which was really funny. I didn't realize this, all the way through season 6. And that he's not here. That's where Morgan talks about, that's an episode you don't like that I love. But what's funny is that the next week is the episode called Now, and it broadcast November 8th, 2015. Well, your boy Paulie here met Mrs. Slant November 8th, 2015 during that day. And we had met through a mutual friend, and it was Thunderbolt. It was like, and let's go on a date. I had to take at that time I was still living in Texas, so I was here in LA. I'm like, let's go. I'm not going back to Texas till tomorrow, right? Tomorrow morning, right? So we meet up. After I see my dad, I had the quickest dinner with my dad. They're like, I gotta go. And we meet up for drinks, and I think I was 3 months sober. And so it was kind of like my first time also, going, hanging out with someone who, who's, drinks, no big deal. But we hit it off, man. Of course we hit it off, and and I was kind of looking at my watch. The typical guy fashion. I was like, you like The Walking Dead? So I was like, well, I kind of want to watch it. So we go back to her place, and I meet her dog for the first time, Pumpkin. Beautiful Pumpkin, who's right over my shoulder, like right there. Anyways, and we watched that episode of Now.
Wow.
And she was being very nice, but she's not into zombie. She's not into The Walking Dead.
What?
She is a horror woman, like she loves a great haunting, ghosts, scary stuff like that. Not blood, not zombies. She loves crime, like true crime. Sometimes when they meet up, she'll like that as well, as far as But yeah, But I'll say, listen, this episode's special because that's the episode that we met and we hung out that night at her house. I know, it's like, oh. And we have a 5-year anniversary coming up. So
that is awesome.
It's another reason why to love The Walking Dead. Uh, so yeah, I mean, and honestly, that episode wasn't that good. You know, yeah, I'm just kind
Well,
of
that's when
looking
it
at.
started to slip. It started to slip around then.
Yeah, so let's say hi to some people here. I know Silos is here. Saludos, Slant fam.
Hey.
¿Qué pasó? We're here with Jayne Theory. We've been talking our heads off about one of our favorite shows, The Walking Dead. In particular, our top three, which were all during the first 4 seasons.
Right.
So if you're gonna watch The Walking Dead, start from season 1. I would say go to the end of. See, I like it when they meet Ross. What's his name?
Which one?
That's not his character's name. I'm thinking of the scout for Alexandria. Eric.
Oh, Eric.
Because Maggie, and that was a great episode because they had just weathered the storm, this nasty storm. They were in a barn and they weathered this nasty storm. And then they weathered the zombies. And I remember Rick's character talking about a grandfather or a great uncle, and it's where he uses the words "The Walking Dead" in his story about. I think it was an old war story, but there's a lot of bonding in that episode. And at that point, I think Sasha and Maggie weren't really vibing off each other. But at the they come out. The sun's shining, the clouds have disappeared, they're sitting on the rock, and life is like, hope. And then Aaron walks in. I forget what his lines were, but I was like, oh, that's good.
I like the episodes before that when they were sort of very worn down and tired. Everyone looked ragged. Like they looked how people would look in this situation. Desperate for water, desperate for food. I love that. Very real representation of what it would be like.
Well, they just escaped cannibals. Let's get it clear.
Yeah.
Carol saved them all. They just escaped cannibals, and then they make. I guess it's they time jump a little bit, right? And then they're on the road. They're on the road with RVs, but the RV gives out, right? I don't remember.
At some point, they're walking.
They're walking.
Yeah.
And they're jacked. I mean, they're a mess.
Yeah.
Those were some really good episodes. Yeah, I love that as well. You're absolutely right. And we're giving guys, you're getting a free clinic on The Walking Dead. You really are, because ignore seasons 6 and up.
Yeah.
First time again. So I think the end of 4 was they're in Terminus. Beginning of 5, they escape. And 5, like we said, they're on the run. All right. So the mid-season of 5 is when Beth gets axed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then those episodes are just amazing, man. Like you said. Yeah, and because they're with Gabriel in the church, and then we lose Tyrese in what happened and what's going on. I don't know if you remember that episode.
I'm trying to remember because he wasn't one of my favorite characters. So I'm really not.
So we'll wrap it up right now, guys. We're gonna wrap up the show because Jayne's got to go, and we're hitting our 2-hour limit, and then I'm back at 8 p.m. guys with Mads Mama Bear, Shellback, and our X-Files watch party. We're on episode 7, so you're always welcome any Thursday night, Jayne, to join us later at night and watch a show with us.
Sure. Thank you.
We're kind of trying to do what we should also do with The Walking Dead is watch the original seasons. Real quick trivia on that. They start the episode with a radio sounds and an English man's voice talking about, let's just say, talking about the weather. And you see a bloody, crying Tyrese. You hear the shovel sounds, which eventually is the shoveling of his grave. And then, so the trivia is that it was Lincoln's voice. You know, the actor who plays Rick. It was his voice that did the voiceover in his natural, accent. So that was pretty cool. All right, guys. Wow, we did it, Jayne. I want to thank.
We did indeed.
I want to thank everyone for stopping on by. Thanks for liking the show. Thanks for loving the show and sharing it. If you haven't, please subscribe. We got 30 likes. Beautiful. Awesome. I will be cutting up the radio portion, and we'll probably cut up this one and we'll splice it together for some best ofs. But thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Why don't you let us know every wonderful thing that you're doing right now?
Well, you can find me here on Twitter. I mean, on YouTube, Lord, Twitter. You can find me here on YouTube where I post weekly movie and television reviews every Sunday at 6 Central, as well as some occasional pop culture news and commentary. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jayne Theory.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Okay, well, why don't we say we'll say goodbye, and we'll say goodbye. You take care. Get on over to the debates, and maybe I'm just kidding. Anyway, well, Jayne, we'll see you soon. All right, my dear.
See you soon. Thank you for having me on.
Bye. Have a good night. All right, guys. Just before we wrap it up, let's say hello to a couple people, and we'll see you in a few hours. Darth Haster, awesome stream. You're awesome. Thank you for being a wrench. Bone. Thank you, Eric K. And thank you, my brother Clobberin Times. It's been a fantastic show, a show of first for us as far as our live radio performance. Please hit the replay on this. And I wanted to say also too, and I haven't checked it because we got so busy, but this was our first time simultaneous streaming on Twitter. Hey, why not? I thought we, it offers that on StreamYard. So I was like, yeah, this is cool. I could do this. So we'll see how the numbers are, because I want to play around with the idea of using Twitter and Facebook and bringing in some more people here to the Latino Slant, letting everybody know what we're doing. Okay, great. See you guys in a few hours. Next week, we're going to have an awesome show with La Reina Creo and the return of Barrio Boychek. And it is a Dia de los Muertos themed event. We're going to be talking about the history of the Day of the Dead. And hopefully we'll have some face painting and some papel picado and some beautiful stuff as that as well. All right, my friends. We will see you in a few hours. Much love. That is bitchin'. Yeah, I loved it. The Day of the Dead is my favorite. Absolutely, hands down, favorite holiday. Yeah, and we're going to have some great tidbits about Dia de los Muertos. So please, please come on back. All right, we'll see you guys in a few hours with the X-Files show. Much love. Remember, especially now more than ever, it's always important to live on your feet, not on your knees. And if you got to die, die on your feet. Never die on your knees, man. The great words of General Emiliano Zapata said. It's better to die on your feet than to live on your knees. Adelante, como siempre, cabrones. Much love, paz y dele gas.
Call, starring Bing Crosby with Jimmy Dawson. It was on a night like this. You left me, didn't leave me a kiss. How?
The Latino Slant proudly presents the Zombie Radio Hour and Halloween Special. Hour 1, the return of the living dead.